Hey, how are we doing tonight, everyone? Well, this is, of course, Shovelware, and I'm your host, Mr. Shovelware. Okay, calm down the applause, everyone. Thank you. Anyway, what do we know about Hollywood? It's one of the best towns in the world. The red carpets, the flashing lights, the paparazzi. I just can't get enough of it. But we have a town that makes fun and mocks this very culture. Movie games for the Wii. They're saying it for me.
Movie Games was released in the year 2008 for the Nintendo Wii. The number of these minigame collections that came out for the Wii during this time period is outstanding and almost offensive. I guess it's just that type of game that's easiest to make. Put together a sloppy collection of boring minigames, throw out some generic avatars, and bam! You have a game that tricks grandmas into buying a game that they think is cool for little Timmy. One positive to this game is that the presentation isn't awful. The cutscenes and loading screens are cutesy, and I'd imagine a child would find them somewhat entertaining. However, no character says anything, ever. It's crickets over here.
The biggest issue with this game is that there's absolutely no voice acting. This is completely unacceptable for the type of game they're producing. It's supposed to be around movies and parodies of movies. When you take voice acting out of the equation, you get nothing. Movie games. More like silent movie games.
The graphics are pretty funny for this type of game. They're cartoony without being bad, although obviously it's nothing mind-blowing. To start the game, 90% of the minigames are locked, meaning you have to play specific ones to unlock the others. You know, that really pisses me off. I paid for the game, just let me play for what I purchased. I don't want to have to sit here and unlock stuff. I'm a busy guy. There are 5 different themed movie sets to go on, so I guess we'll just tackle them one by one. The first set to explore is pirate themed. All you do is shake the Wiimote up and down. I guess it serves as a nice little workout. There's really not any strategy to it. Just shake up and down and keep eyeing that timer until you never have to play it again. Next up, we have a duck hunt type minigame that auto-scrolls. The issue with this game is that the pointer sometimes doesn't actually shoot the target, even though you were dead on. It's a cheap middle finger to the player, and sometimes in this minigame, you just lose points for no reason. This minigame is like a spoiled little kid that cries when you start winning. Just accept that coming out on top is impossible. After that, we have a minigame where you shake to move. Again. Wow. There's some strategy this time. You have to do it in rhythm so you don't get caught by the Kraken, but it's practically the same minigame. It just kind of ends randomly as well. What a worthless minigame. Alright, time for the jungle action so Indiana Jones. First you walk up to a pyramid, and I'm ready to fight some guys off, to do some rope swing, and you'd hope for some real action here, but no. You play a puzzle game. What a buzzkill. Can you imagine? The actual minigame is a Bejeweled clone, except worse because it limits you to only 20 turns, so there's actually no meaning behind this game. It's way too easy. This is something that you'd play on a flash game site in middle school. Succeeding that, we have a minigame where you take photos of skulls that pop up when you look around at these glasses. Honestly, this one is the best one so far. It's got an element of creativity to it. It's nothing mind-blowing, but at least they try to do something new here, and that's all we can really hope for. It's better than having a waggle fest. It just goes on way too long. Next minigame is a pile of garbage. You have to point at the jewels and then swipe up with a motion control. It doesn't work sometimes though. The control is outright broken. Besides, isn't this pretty much what the last minigame was? Right after I said they were original, they just screwed that up for me. Ugh, how uncreative can you possibly be? Alright, moving on to the space set. Yeah, I have no idea what this one's trying to be a rip-off of. So basically, these aliens capture you and you have a dance battle.
We have abducted you, Mr. Shovelware.
Oh god, what are you guys gonna do to me?
A dance battle! I swear, every time you miss a motion control, your character farts. I don't know why, but he does. And trust me, this guy is going to be farting a lot because the controls are horrendous! Just like the Jewel minigame, it fails to read your motions. It completely misses most of them. It's a wasted gimmick. Oh, seriously? Another one of these? This time with different symbols, but seriously? I have nothing new to say, besides the fact that this game is responsible for the second-degree murder of all my brain cells. Haunted House said, "It's alright, it's another aim around and click minigame. Not bad, but very boring. Feels like it's trying to be Luigi's Mansion with these paintings and these types of ghosts. It's either that, or I've just forgotten what an actual good game is like from playing this one from so long." Oh, come on, another Bejeweled clone. Cut me some slack. This time there's a dark light. It's original. Yeah, original my ass. I'd rather have 10 good minigames than 20 bad ones. Last one, a dance minigame in the graveyard with skeletons.
We have abducted you, Mr. Shovelware.
Oh god, what are you guys gonna do to me?
A dance battle.
Yeah, see how lazy it is to do the exact same thing twice? The final set is a James Bond style movie. The first minigame has you going around and putting people to sleep, which is ironic because that's exactly what this game is doing to me right now by playing it. It's impossible to see what's shooting you, so therefore you randomly just lose points. This one lasts way too long. Like seriously, I'm not getting any younger here. Let's turn up the pace a little bit. There are better games I could be playing than this. Then we have, oh my god, are you kidding me? Movie games is alright. It's not that bad. It's just boring, repetitive, lazy, and alright, fine, it's bad. It's a budget game. It has no redeeming value to it. It's not one of those games that are so bad that it makes it actually worth having. It's a game that's just so bad that it's bad. Badder than bad. Badder than bad. It's really bad.
All you do in this minigame collection is play Bejeweled clones and dance. It's a game for little girls. It's offensive to anyone who's over the age of 2. This is honestly a terrible minigame collection. How many times do they have to repeat the same exact minigames? It insults your intelligence. It's like, hey, do you remember that this game has been in it 3 times? Well, this is it for me. This is where I draw the line. This game is absolute garbage. It's proof that nothing can get lower than this. It's an absolute disgrace to my life. Well, at least people agree with me this time.